Hi there. My name is Gillian Horvat, and today we're looking at the trailer for Last Days of Man on Earth. This is a very special trailer for two reasons. Number one, it was the second to last printed on IB Technicolor film. Number two, it was cut by our fearless leader of Trailers from Hell, Joe Dante himself, when he worked for Roger Corman's New World Pictures cutting trailers under future RoboCop producer John Davison, then head of publicity for New World. The film, which was first released in the UK under the title The Final Program, did not do great there, either critically or commercially, but Roger Corman bought it to distribute in a batch with a few other titles, including Amarcord and The Cars That Ate Paris, cut out 11 minutes, and retitled the film The Last Days of Man on Earth. Let's watch. The plot of Last Days of Man on Earth is roughly that Jerry Cornelius, this Nobel Prize-winning physicist played by Jon Finch, is approached by a team of scientists to break into his family estate and steal his recently deceased father's microfilm containing his father's research, which these scientists believe is the key to restarting humanity as it's on the brink of annihilation. The setting is vaguely dystopian, more than a little Kubrickian, as you can see from the casting of Sterling Hayden as an unhinged colonel, plus the stylized set design and general atmosphere of groovy mayhem. This is a film really driven by aesthetics, which is all thanks to writer-director Robert Fuest, who also designed the film. Fuest made the two Vincent Price Dr. Phibes films, which have the same decadent visuals and camp sense of humor. The shot where Finch turns to shoot and is framed by the tunnel seems to be a nod to the James Bond opening credits, and the whole film does feel like a counterculture take on Bond in some ways, which is interesting because Jon Finch was the choice to take over Bond from Sean Connery, but obviously he turned it down and it went to Roger Moore. What makes the movie for me is the character of Miss Brunner, played by Jenny Runacre. As an actor, she's so charismatic and unapologetically eccentric, but also very sexy, and she's such a perfect fit for the part of a brilliant computer programmer who can absorb the men and women she has sex with into her body. It's something I've been working on for years, but haven't mastered yet. From the initials of Jerry Cornelius, you can guess who this Messiah will be, but it is a surprise in the film, though not in the trailer, that to become a god, Cornelius will first have to mate with Miss Brunner. Great. And in the process, merge into a new human being with characteristics of both sexes. And that's the image they used for the original theatrical poster, a figure half man in a suit, half woman in a dress, and that poster ended up being banned from London Transport, the public transit system for London. I first saw this film when I was maybe 20, on a bad bootleg copy while I was a clerk at Kim's Video, and rewatching it now, I think it's still a really special, unclassifiable film. The sexual fluidity of the characters was way ahead of its time, and still is, and Miss Brunner is still an incredibly sexy and powerful role model for young women.
The ultimate in science fiction, rated R.